What's up, machine heads? It's the Machine Room Podcast. We are back. And we got Birdman in the building. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, calm down. Slow your rolls. Just the podcast, nothing biggie. Welcome back. I am the quintessential dork muffin, Nostradamus, and with me, is your real host. I'm not even here. This is all her. I'm a figment of her imagination. Hammer of Venus, aka Rachel, and we are back in the Machine Room Podcast, and we have a lot to talk about. I guess we're just here to rant and chill with you guys. It is March 23rd, and that means as of right now, or like an hour ago or so, John Wick 4 has graced our presence. So hopefully everybody will get to see it this weekend, myself included. We'll find out. But on that note, we have to go and cut down to a little more somber note. Fortunately, before the release of John Wick 4, since our last podcast, we have lost the great, very talented, and actually very funny Lance Reddick. Very funny. This man had a sense of a humor. Yes, indeed. He also did sketches for Funny or Die. I think there was one where he was like the Toys R Us manager. Yeah. He's very funny. And he also didn't stop there. This guy is very, very important to the gaming world as well, as being a main character in Destiny as Captain Commander Zavala. And also in the game Horizon Zero Dawn. Forgive me, I don't remember what his character's name was in that game, but this man made a mark wherever he was. Me personally, I was introduced to Lance Reddick in the show Fringe, and Fringe was a really good show, which technically I was thinking about like going back and watching it because I never finished it, and I used to own them on DVDs. But then streaming became available, and I started seeing all these shows were gonna be available on streaming, and then my ass was like, "Well, I'm gonna trade these in," and that was a stupid idea. But Fringe is still available on streaming, so I could watch it someday. But I introduced to him through that show. Most people is through The Wire, like Spendog said right now in the chat room. Shout out to you, Spendog. Thank you for being here on the live show in the chat room. And if you're not, people, what are you doing? Join us. Um, so yeah, that's how I got introduced to him. A lot of people got introduced to him through The Wire, and most of us gamers are he held a special place with us when it came to the game Destiny. Which if you play now and you go to him, I don't know if they still are because I tried, but I haven't been in Destiny in like forever. So when I came back, there was this whole new cinematic, and I had to do these missions, and I still didn't finish the mission because they wouldn't stop. So I haven't been able to go to the tower and go to Commander Zavala and to see if people are still paying their tributes. They would just hang around him, chill there, and do things. And it's just from the videos I've seen is very emotional, and while you're just standing by your character, you just hear him talking to you, So a lot of people would just be there just to hear him talk. Uh it's it came out of nowhere. He was very young, still 60. Uh they says he didn't. This guy was the definition of black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. I didn't even see that. I thought, man, if anything, I would have thought like 40s. Hmm. He did not look any older, so I was very surprised by his age. And this man was kicking ass. I my favorite thing, he it's great that towards the end, like he was really, really known for John Wick, because he really became a staple of that series. And the third one to me is my favorite as of right now. I haven't seen four. I'm hearing like fucking amazing things. But the third one to me is my favorite of the series. And when I watched it recently, it did crack me up. And this was way before he even passed away. It did crack me up that I love the scene when they go out and they're trying to take out these like ultra like the super hitmen with the fucking full body armor suit that the only way to get them was like fucking go underneath their helmets and shoot them in the neck and whatnot, or open their visor and shoot them. So Lance Reddick's playing Sharon. He goes out there, he's trying to help John Wick. His people go down. He's being frustrated. John Wick comes in. He's like, I need more power, or whatever. Fucking Winston is just like pointing, like, look, like we're in the room of guns. Pick your choice. But then Sharon comes in, Lance Reddick, and he's just like pissed. Like he takes off his fucking coat, or no, the jacket or whatever, coat, right? You can jacket. Takes off his jacket. He's mad. He just goes to the wall. He grabs the shotgun, and Wick is like, yeah. He grabs one too, and then he pulls out these guns, and he's just like armor piercing bullets, and like so pissed off. Like he's ready. Like these motherfuckers are gonna go down. And I always found that hilarious and also awesome, because this dude was just the concierge. He just worked behind the table, and this is when you got to see him get down. And he was always like very like calm and collective. But at this point, he was like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna fuck shit up. Hmm. Oh damn, we don't hear you. What happened? Why can't I hear you, dog? Well, I hear you, but it's not coming out of this for some reason.
Good.
Per K. Talk now.
Hello.
There
What's
you
up?
go. That was weird. No, because in the beginning it was coming out. Oh, was it the music?
Spin Dog says he can't hear me.
Oh, now he probably could. Damn, man, the whole beginning of this shit was fucked up. All right, we're gonna do it all over again. No, I'm just kidding. God damn it. Well, for those that were listening, I'm sorry. Right now, it just seemed like I was talking to myself for who knows how long. But yeah, Rachel's here. In case you were like, the fuck's he talking about? There's no Rachel. Rachel's here. Say hi.
Hey, what's up?
There she is. You see? There she is the whole fucking time. I'm not even the host. She's the host. Damn it. Someone should throw an abacus at me for what the fuck just happened.
Okay, he can hear me now.
Yeah. You're good. You're good now. I see it. I see it on
You,
the fucking.
you joke around a lot about that, but honestly, like, this show doesn't exist without the both of us.
Well, yeah, that's true. But, I'm humble.
Like, we've tried it other ways, and just us and, like, maybe a guest, that's what works perfect.
Again, as we mentioned before in another episode, I think it was the 101 episode, that the machine room was created when we were playing freaking
World War Z.
World War Z. I was high as shit, and we were just talking like crazy. So
We have that online too. I'll try to post it on Twitter later because it was like that whole night we couldn't stop laughing.
I was just. You think me right here is cool? Like you just see me in that level. I'm just all over the place and totally. At least I'm a happy and not like sad. Kind of even drunk too. I'm not a sad drunk or anything.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm not like that fucking bitch or anything like that. So yeah, I apologize, people. I'm very sorry that if you didn't hear Rachel in the beginning, and
I didn't say much. I did a bird me on call and
yeah,
then just some quick responses, so
yeah.
you didn't miss much.
So and so if you're still listening, now you know what I was referring to in the beginning when I said, "Oh, Birdman's here," because I just said it out of nowhere. People are like, "What?" It's like because we heard.
Oh, and I talked about Lance Reddick being on Corporate and the Eric Andre show and how funny he was.
Yeah, and that's when I mentioned the funny or die thing. You see, guys, is you see how important it is to keep listening. If you didn't, then you just would have been, or this could have been one whole episode where it's like, who was Nas talking to? Rachel was on his head, and started a whole theory shit,
It's
and
like
and
Fight Club, but for podcast.
right in my head, I'm Rachel. That's my that's who I see as my Tyler Durden.
Exactly. With the
Broly
fur
Fizz.
coat and everything.
Ooh, the furriest coat. He did
That
have
was a
like
dope ass coat.
he did. He was all out. I wish if I had a 6 pack like Brad Pitt then, I would have been wearing that too. To work.
That was the great thing about Tyler Durden is he could wear like literally anything and it looked good on him.
Yeah. But it's fucking Brad Pitt, man. That guy could do anything and he look good. He have a beard and he'll look good too. It's crazy.
Even in that movie Fury, where he's like covered in gunpowder and mud and filth and probably blood, he still looks amazing.
Sexy motherfucker. Sexy motherfucker. So was Lance Reddick, man. This guy,
Yes.
someone stated earlier, I think it was Spendall, that he looked healthy. It's weird. You
Have
know?
they said like what happened?
It's that I looked it up and they just keep saying it was natural causes.
Well, that could be many things.
Exactly.
That's not a
So
cause of death. That's like being mad at new metal but liking Linkin Park, if that makes sense.
yes. I guess yes. I'm gonna take a
I
moment
don't
to
I don't know where that came from.
hey man, it came and it happened. And that's the name of my sex tape.
Yes. And that's how we got here.
yes. Rachel Park? That's your new band.
There we go.
Shout out to Broly Fist and Mind of Martinez.
Oh
Jared,
shit.
everybody.
Jared's here. I was watching his
Jared.
stream this morning.
I wish I could, man. I'm sleeping.
Oh,
I
it's
see.
early. It's like 4:30 in the morning for me. Like I was up watching YouTube and stuff, and then I get the notification. I'm like, well, shit, better go over there. And then he games for like an hour, and then I go to bed.
That's the only time you could do it, right? Mind of
Yeah,
Martinez? Yeah, I know. I understand. I understand. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. But I'm glad you're doing it though, because there was a moment in time when he wasn't doing it. I catch his stuff with TikTok with the clips. When he puts up clips, and I was like, all right,
yeah.
cool.
I see those on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he doing good. You doing right. And to those listening, we're talking about a good friend of ours, friend of the podcast, Jared
Friend of
Martinez,
my way too.
a friend of My Way exactly, and he's actually been a part of some My Way stuff as well.
Yep.
And he is on Twitch. He goes Mina Martinez, and he plays retro games mostly. But he's a very very funny guy. Love his voice, and that's why I use him.
Yes.
That's why I use you, dog. Just like Lance Reddick had a very good voice.
He did. It was sexy as hell.
Oh my god, that's why he stood out when I saw him in Fringe. He was just
Mm-hmm.
very poised too. Like he had the perfect like straight back.
Posture.
Yeah, his posture was
Yeah.
great. It made me feel like
He
shit.
he was very regal. Like he was some kind of royalty.
Yeah, yeah. But then I mean, you find out he seemed like the coolest guy, man. And you know what sucked?
Yeah.
It hurts because I feel bad for like Keanu Reeves too, because they interviewed him at the premiere of John Wick 4, and he was talking about like how great and special this guy is, and at the end he's just like, it fucking sucks that he's not here. And I'm like, I feel
Oh my
that, man.
god.
I feel that.
So many people are dying lately. It's really shitty and sad. Like it needs to stop.
Yeah, people need to stop. We need to live forever. Bad
Just like
people die.
Highlander.
Yes, bad people die. We live for ender. We live for ender. We live forever. That's what needs to happen. Or at
Yes.
least be like the show. I don't know if you probably, I don't know if you watched it. The show was on Netflix. It had 2 seasons. The first season was fantastic. Shit. bad with
It's called
remembering.
Shit,
No, it's not. Uh
like the band from Joe's Apartment.
no. Shit, you guys just saw my fucking. Yep, that's my Google. My bad. Forgot that shit was seen on the
I
screen.
seen it.
Um, fuck, I was about to like look it up. I forgot what the show was called. It was weird ass fucking name. Oh man, but the concept was it was the future and people continue to live forever because they were just able to their whole memory and soul and everything was just in a chip and you just put it in your neck. So you were able to just keep living through bodies. The richest people, of course, will keep continuing, while the poorest people, you know, they wouldn't be able to keep continuing unless they like.
That's that sounds just like the band Fear Factory. They put out an album, like concept album called Digimortal, and that's like what the album is about is transferring your consciousness into like a cyborg or a robot body and living forever.
Yeah, that probably is exactly the same thing. Probably through the book too, because this was inspired by a book. I don't remember what the book was, but fuck, nobody know what I'm talking about. It was on Netflix, 2 seasons. The second season had uh who's see, I don't remember names. What's the name of the guy who played the Falcon? Who's now Captain America? Ugh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, my bad.
What'd you do?
I went back to the screen and it was about to fucking do the whole intro. This is what
Oh.
happens when I produce my own shit.
Yeah, we need a producer that like works for weed or something.
I know, on a solid Naz. I don't remember, man. It's a show. It's out there. Look, you
What
know
was
what?
the point of the bringing it up? Like, was somebody in
Because
it?
I don't want us. I want us to live forever, and that would be a good way.
Oh, okay.
That'd be a good way. I almost had his name, Anthony Mackie. Okay, there you go, Anthony
There you go.
Mackie. Mackie with an IE. Anthony Mackie starred in movies and TV shows. He was in where the fuck's this show? Nope, nope, nope. Altered Carbon. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck
I
me, man.
forgot all about that show.
Fuck me. So there you go. Altered Carbon. Carbon. Altered Carbon.
Yes,
Hey, you know what? Get an easier name to say.
there you go.
How about that? Easier title. What the hell's a altered carbon? Like try to say that 5 times fast.
Altered Carbon.
Hard.
That's not that hard.
Ah, stop it. That shit's hard for me to say. So, anyways, it was that show. He was in the second season. So yeah, they just put shit into new bodies so you could be anything. That's why it worked because the first season was some white dude. He was the dude who played I forgot. I don't know this guy's name, but the one from Suicide Squad who was Rick Flag.
Oh, RoboCop.
Yeah, that guy. He was in the first season, and then the
I like
second
that
season.
guy.
Yeah, yeah. Then the second season, he switched to a new body, and that was Anthony Mackie's body.
Okay.
And this is when the white people can be black.
Oh yeah.
So, hence going back, this started because Lance Reddick, young, died young. You said people need to stop dying, and I'm like, yes, let's live forever.
Oh yeah.
Full circle. It's a loss, man. It's a big loss. This guy was great, and I'm sure that like there was more things coming with him. And like I said, like without even knowing, like we appreciated him, we loved him, but now like we're really like, oh my god, like he's not around. We're really like he has such an impact in our lives.
I really liked him in Corporate that I brought up before. And that show only got like 2 seasons, I think. But every scene that he was in, he just stole it. Like, and he always had these long dialogues. And what I love about him is any of his dialogue, it always sounded natural. It didn't sound like somebody acting or pretending or reading a script. They sounded like his true words, and that's what made him so great.
All right, so this is the one that I saw a clip, and he came in. It was Casual Friday. Yeah, he came in. He was like, what the hell are they wearing and whatnot?" And then he pointed out, Homeboy has sandals on, and he was like, "I don't want to see your feet. Why is your one toe bigger than the rest?" And I was laughing so hard because that's exactly how I feel. I don't want to see your damn feet. Why are you coming to work like that? So yeah, I'm gonna check that show out then. I see it right here.
Yeah,
It's on
it's really
Paramount
funny.
Plus.
I was surprised that I don't know if it got canceled or if it's just like in limbo right now, but I really don't think they can do the show now without Lance Reddick.
Pretty much most likely. Oh, look, it said right here. You said two. It had three. It said Corporate's third and
3.
final season premiered on July 22nd, 2020. Yeah, so it just lasted until 2020.
3, oh, okay, so yeah, I obviously missed a whole season.
Spend Dog put "I hate feet too" with a real funny emoji.
I I don't mind, like, flip-flops and sandals and shit, just, like, even, like, self pedicure yourself, like, have nice feet, don't have, like, Freddy Krueger toenails and, like, hobo feet. Wash your feet and get a pumice stone, it's not that hard.
Hashtag wash your feet, please. What the hell did you just put there, Broly Fizz? This guy put Soma was the Namde might do the light skin Aunt Viv switcheroo.
What?
And it's like, oops, I mean, they might do the light skin Aunt Viv thing. How did you? My daughter grabbed the phone.
Oh my god, I thought I was hallucinating.
No. We quoting that verbatim. Soma was the name day might do the light skin Aunt Viv switcheroo.
Somebody take a screenshot of that.
That's pootie tang. You just pootie tanged me.
You did put it.
How dare you pootie tang us like that?
He's got the belt and everything.
Sarate.
Oh my god.
That's a movie for like acquired taste. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, but it's so fun. Is that the one that Louis C.K. made?
Yeah, he directed it.
Yeah.
He directed it. Which goes to the whole thing about how him and Chris Rock are like besties, you know? That's why
Yeah.
he did the movie. I thought it was a whole nother language too. Broly Tang. There you go. He just Broly Tanged us. Oh man. So John Wick 4 is gonna be different watching it. I already see that they put dedicated to Lance Reddick at the end. So
They better have.
it's gonna be some tears, yo.
Um, I don't remember
Tears.
what I was doing yesterday.
Taking a shit.
I did that. Um,
Remember to shit regularly, everybody.
please.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was on somebody's. Yeah, I think I was on Ashy's Twitch stream, and he had asked me what I was doing. I was watching Gridlocked. And for people that don't know, that's Tupac's last movie
With Tim
that he
Roth.
did. Yeah, with Tim Roth, and it's fucking amazing. It's one of my favorite movies,
Which
and it
by the
comes
way,
on all the time.
I, I'm gonna try to remember where you're at. It just reminded me that earlier, before we left work, there was this worker in some other company, and LP was like, "Here's that guy. He looks like Mr. Orange, Mr. Orange," and I'm like, "Oh snap! What's his name? Tim
Tim Roth.
Roth." And he did. It was like a short Tim Roth, and I mean
Tim
Tim
Roth
Roth.
is short.
Yeah, I know he's already short, but like shorter than
Oh my
Tim Roth.
god,
You know,
a Hobbit,
pretty much. I was like, "Damn,
a
Tim Roth,
Hobbit. Tim Roth.
what you
He
doing
is
here?"
British, so
He
he
is.
could be a Hobbit.
Most people are British in Hollywood.
It's crazy. Like so many TV shows and movies. Like for example, um, the menu, there were so many Brits in that fucking movie pretending to be American.
Spoiler. I mean, here's the twist. John Leguizamo actually British. No, I'm just kidding. He's a British playing a Latino this whole time.
Yes.
He's been brown facing.
Spanish.
That son of a bitch. No, but Gridlock, I remember I haven't seen Gridlock since back then, but I do remember Gridlock was like really good. And I remember how I was amazed by Tupac, especially when you see like the behind the scenes and
Yeah,
Tupac just seemed like a really cool guy, you know? Like he was really cool, someone you could hang with. Like he was real
yeah.
cool with Tim Roth and how he was even like the rats in the alley like freaked them out. It's like, dude, this guy's just like me, you know? He's cool. You know,
And, like, I've seen so many people that say that was Tupac's best movie, like, acting-wise.
oh, most definitely. 100%.
Like,
That
he
was
even
it.
has this great monologue in the middle, and you're just like, "I can't believe that's this young rapper kid in a movie, and he's killing it, and he's doing it with another amazing actor, Tim Roth."
He was gonna Tupac, if he was still around, was gonna get out of the rap game like everybody else back then and get into the
Will
acting
Smith.
game. Yeah, Will Smith, Ice Cube, Ice T, everybody. Common, Ludacris, who
I
we
like Com
missing out?
the only thing I didn't like Common in was Hell on Wheels. His character was just really annoying.
I never got to finish that. I watched the first
Oh, it's so
season.
good. Why, you have to finish it, like, the last season is the best.
I was into that. It's funny because earlier I was thinking about like, yo, you know what's crazy? You had Common versus Keanu in a dope ass fight in the second John Wick
Yes, we
movie. Like,
did, it was awesome.
who would have thunk of that?
It was totally believable. You're like, "Oh my god, these dudes are really going at it."
But yeah, if Tupac was still around, he would have been a great actor doing great things. Like
Yes.
the part of Mace Windu was supposed to be for Tupac.
That would have been awesome. Would I don't think he would have had a purple lightsaber, though,
Probably not.
because
He
that
would have
was
had
a
he would have
Samuel
had a
Jackson thing.
he would have had a gat gun, you know, like these guns that and then fucking swinging them around.
Exactly.
Did you hear about the latest Mandalorian episode? I mean, I don't know if I want, you want to be spoiled or anything. I know
I
you
don't
watched
want
this.
any spoilers.
Okay, okay,
I'm,
well,
like, waiting to watch them all.
all right, well, there's a real good like quote unquote redemption for somebody, and which was like redempt which tied into something else that happened in 2020 I didn't even know about. So it's kind of like another callback to that. So in the
Oh,
chat room, please do not spoil anything for Rachel.
please
Uh,
don't.
but definitely the third episode is really really cool.
The
So
only
yeah,
thing I know, like, this new season, I saw a picture of some new Jedi.
yeah, that
That's all I
right there,
know.
that right there. But I'm not gonna
And
tell you
that
anything.
pissed me off. That was enough. That was a spoiler enough for me. I don't wanna know anything.
But you don't know who it is.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but
Okay, then
still.
you're good. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. It's just that. Um, Tupac's lightsaber would have said "Thug Life"
Thug
on it.
life. No, he would have, like, done a bunch of lightsaber swings and stuff near a wall, and he walks away, and it's just thug life in the wall.
Gangster, gangster as hell. And then he would have had a whole posse with him, bruh. That means what's his name? Humpty Hump would have been a Jedi. Can you imagine Humpty Hump with a Jedi? Oh, I need to see this now. It needs to be fucking made.
That's amazing.
Is there an AI website I could go and just put Humpty Hump as Jedi?
There is. I don't know the name of it, but there's a couple AI sites like that, but I think you have to pay for it.
Oh, I don't want to pay for shit. I'm gonna try this one right here. Let's see. Get away. Okay, let me see that. Humpty Hump as a Jedi. Generate.
Nate Dogg would have been Mace Windu.
Sign in to unlock. Oh, son of a bitch. Sign up with Google. I need to see this happen because I'm just picturing because he was already dripped. You know what I'm saying? Like Humpty Hump was dripped.
What's that mean?
Like he
He was, like, cut?
no, like he had swag, you know,
Oh,
his
yeah, dripping with
clothing.
swag.
Yeah, he was dripping with swag, you know? Um so I just want to see it and
Put it on screen.
I'm trying, but this motherfucker wants to charge me $333 a month.
Oh, hell no.
Come on, man. Let me just
Sp
or $8.99 a
Spindug
month.
Spindug says there's a free one.
Give me the free one. These motherfuckers won't let me even see like let me get like a fucking preview or something. Nothing. Bastards.
Jared said he once got busy in a Burger King bathroom
He
too.
did. He did. Who do you know? Who do you know would get busy in a Burger King bathroom? You know what my
Yep.
Burger King bathroom experience was in like Puerto Rico, sweating balls, taking a
Ew.
shit, and people outside the door knocking and shit. And I'm like, I'm just trying to poop.
I think I got crabs from a bathroom at Carl's Jr.
Ooh, Jesus Christ. Oh, well, there goes no endorsement from Cars Jr. Kick that out the door.
Carl's Jr., fuck you.
Don't go to Carl's Jr. bathroom. They'll fuck you up. Don't
And
eat
thank
their
you for
food.
everybody that's here. We have 10 viewers right now. I'm so
Hey, man,
happy.
big up. Big ups to all these people up in the Machine Room podcast. We have enough seats, so please just
Yeah,
sit anywhere you please.
invite your friends.
Invite your friends. You ever, Broly's like, you ever shit so hard that you fall into a Groundhog Day? Ooh, Jesus Christ. It's supposed to be like some hot tub time machine, but it's like a toilet.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
We're gonna make it happen. It's oh, I heard of this one.
You ever shit so hard you ended up in a different zip code?
Damn, that shit teleported your ass. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Okay. So, Humpty Hump as a Jedi. Draw. Please give me something good. Oh, Broly Fist. Yes, I was gonna bring this up. So we were watching a movie, right?
Right.
Um, and it's from like the I don't think it's Philippines. I think it's Taiwan or Thailand. And usually they have a lot of like transgender characters, right? But
Yeah.
these were like killers. And then they were like transassassins, and I was like, "That's beautiful." I'm gonna make a movie where there's these transgender assassins. Call it transassassins. It's gonna be a hit.
That's amazing.
This shit is taking a minute. So while it's building, it says estimate time 1 minute.
King Diabetes is here. What's up?
King Diabetes, what's up? Okay, you don't want to see what the fuck I got.
Post it. I want to see it on the screen.
I don't think they understood the assignment. They did not understand. They didn't. Okay, so for those listening on like Spotify or wherever, you need to go check out the fucking YouTube because this is. Look at this shit. They took the wrong Humpty Hump.
Oh my god, he did.
these are these are fucking nightmare images. What the?
You, you know what's funny is the poem or whatever, Humpty Dumpty, it
Mm-hmm.
never says he's an egg.
It doesn't.
So, like, people just made that up and stuck with it.
Mhm. Oh my god! I'm trying to figure a way of an easier way to Humpty Hump. If I put digital underground Humpty Hump, I think
Yeah,
it's
do that.
Humpty Hump.
Yeah, that's nightmare fuel.
That was funny. Shock G. I bet you they'll give me like some lightning bolts or something.
Now I'm gonna make a big omelet just to fuck all those eggs.
Oh, we just got word. We have the Museum of Science and Industry here in Chicago, right? Beautiful
Yep.
museum. You go there and it was like like science stuff, anything. They have this big like plane model. You ever seen Chain Reaction with Keanu Reeves?
Of course.
Yeah, so that was shot in Chicago. Remember the time when he was in the museum? He got on top of this plane, used the
Yep.
wing to jump to that. That's the plane in the Museum of Science and Industry.
That's real?
Yeah, that's real, and it's
Oh,
it's
wow.
it's still there, and it's still that old school kind of plane. So this is not helping either. It's still fucking scary images. I'm gonna have
Where
nightmares
is
tonight.
it? Oh my god, what is that? Look at the glowy eyes one.
I know. What the fuck is going
There's
on?
is that a lightsaber coming out of his ass?
Right? That face.
And then underneath that, there's just a cave with a floating lightsaber. What is that?
This is what you get when you get
Danny's
free
here.
AI. You get free AI, they just make up bullshit. All right, so before I move on, the Museum of Science and Industry, they have this one part, they have this one space where it's like these little chicks, and
Right.
they're being like hatched and whatever, kind of imagine like Jurassic Park, and you're seeing the little raptors come out and shit like that.
Come on, little one.
So it has been just revealed through a TikTok video that they we found out what happens to these chickens, and they use them to feed other animals. And I was
That's awesome.
like, yeah, like Rocio sent it to me, and she was like, well, now I'm sad, and I'm like, I find out, and I'm like, fuck, now I'm down. Like next time we go over there, we're gonna break that shit. We're gonna free the damn chickens.
Yes.
Because goddamn, then my coworker's like, I mean, they're gonna die regardless. And I'm like, I don't want like you eat chicken nuggets. I was like, look, I don't want to think about it
Wow.
though, but I know it's the circle of life, but give them a chance.
That's why I eat free-range chickens.
Okay, we're gonna try chalk the rapper Shock G as a Jedi. Come on, people. How fucking precise I got this.
Just put rapper Shock G Jedi.
All right, well, I'll do it next time. This one doesn't work. But this whole podcast is just trying to get this AI to give us what we want.
It is. It's the gimmick.
Because I can't have a freaking podcast generated by AI. I listened to a podcast generated by AI with Will Sasso and his friend Chad Cochin, I think his last name is. It's called Dudesy.
We talked about that before, or you
Yeah.
did. I've never seen it or heard it.
Yeah. I still listen to it weekly, and I'm still amazed. Like, I want to, like, okay, well, how? First of all, is it legit? Is this really an AI controlling this? And it's watches? Come on. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Those are like the cheap watches you find at Walmart.
What the fuck?
That all the alarms are set for different times and they go off all during the day.
Oh man, we're never gonna get this shit.
All right, now just do Humpty Hump Jedi.
It's gonna give me that fucking egg. The rapper Humpty Hump as Jedi. We'll try that. We'll
Force
try that.
push my baby. That's funny.
We'll try that. So, yes, as I'm trying to figure this shit out here, let's talk about some big freaking DC drama as we always do.
There's always DC drama because Warner Brothers owns them and they're a bunch of fascist douchebags.
I went to see Shazam 2 and I really enjoyed Shazam
did?
2. It was a good movie. It didn't suck. It was great, but there's always something missing from it, and you know what it is. It's fucking Black Adam. Of course, people are throwing all the excuses of why the movie didn't make money. They're blaming Zachary Levi because he's having some like apparently opinions out there. Though when I see stuff, I'm like, he didn't really say anything, so I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Once again, nightmare fuel images of Humpty Hump as a Jedi.
Oh my god, they're worse. Look at the red one.
Yeah. Look at this other one right here. He looks like the one in the middle. He looks like a mix of Modoc, but as Humpty Hump.
It does. But he
This
has like Carlos Mencia's face. Joke
uh,
stealing bitch.
motherfucker. So, well,
I like
uh,
eyebrows down at the bottom in the middle.
yeah, he just looks sad though,
He's chilling.
and I understand why he's sad
He's
because
just indifferent.
we're not getting the image we want. I'm gonna take these guys off. Oh god damn it! Once again, the phone call. I forget the phone call. I'm gonna take the images off the screen. So I saw Shazam 2. It was good. It didn't suck or anything like that. And people are blaming Zachary Levi's freaking his political opinions, even though he hasn't said anything. And they're blaming, of course, Jamie Gunn, and they're blaming this, they're blaming that, they're blaming the movie itself. Nobody really cared about it. And now it's going around word saying that The Rock did not allow them to have Shazam show up in their post credit, and did not allow anybody from Black Adam to show up in Shazam's post credit.
I have a screenshot from an article about something like that, about how they're blaming The Rock for um, Shazam 2 and Black Adam and I think Aquaman too, for failing. And like they're like The Rock's huge ego ruined the DCEU.
He did come in there going like, the power of anarchy. No, the higher power of anarchy, I think he said, is going to change or something like that. I don't know.
He
Hierarchy.
came
There you go.
he did
Higher
come in
power.
on some
Hierarchy.
bullshit, but I don't think he ruined these movies. I think that he fucked up the lore of Black Adam being the villain of Shazam. But we don't really know because we'll never find out.
And the director is out here stating of Shazam. First of all, he was like, I knew what was coming. I don't care. I got mines and I'm done with this. I'm going to go back to making horror movies, basically what he's saying. Every time someone has something to say to him, he has something to clap back. But he's stating, because people are saying that in the first Shazam movie, at the end, you see them all sit in the like the chamber council, whatever, in each chair, and there's one empty, and they acknowledge it, and they're like, "Well, who's that chair supposed to be?" And he's saying, "No, that was never there." I don't know why
I
people are
saw
talking
that.
about that.
Like they're like trying to gaslight people that the scene didn't exist, and people are saying no, it's there. I've seen it.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen it. I
fucking
remember
weird. I just saw that last night.
that scene.
No,
Oh,
that being a topic that people are trying to say it doesn't exist.
yeah, they're going. I remember that scene. I remember that scene, but I really haven't seen like Shazam again from the Blu-ray or on streaming. I've seen it in theaters, and I remember that scene. So it existed, and for him to say like, "Oh, it never was there. We took it out," blah blah. Like, if it was in theaters, it existed. I haven't
Yeah,
seen it streaming. I haven't seen it on the Blu-ray. It's possible they could have taken it out. Shit like that happened. I remember
it
I
happened
saw.
in. I saw the original Dumb and Dumber in theaters, like
Uh-huh.
like 94, 95, whenever it came out. And there was shit in the theatrical version that I've never seen again.
Stuff like that does happen.
Yeah.
I never saw it in theaters, so I wouldn't know about the Dumb and Dumber thing. I I do remember the one thing I remember that was in theaters that I never saw again was Jet Li's The One.
Yes.
And when they fought each other finally at the end, there was a Papa Roach song attached to it. And I remember this because that was my fucking shit back then. And I was like, yo, this is dope. I don't remember what the song was. I think it was something like uh something something kill kill kill. It was some song like that, and I remember that being hyped. So when I got it on DVD and I watched it, and then that scene comes and it's a different track. It's
Yep.
their own little thing they put there, and I'm like, wait, where's the Papa Roach song? That
Which
shit
didn't
was
make
dope.
sense because there was a lot of new metal throughout that whole movie.
Yeah. Then they took it out. I guess they were like, okay, we're only limited to one Papa Roach song, and we'd rather keep the ending or something. But like, you just like now that feels like like a fever dream or a Mandela effect. But I know I'm not crazy. I saw it. I witnessed
I've
it in
seen it too.
theaters, and now it doesn't exist. And I'm like, why?
People are dumb. Weird shit happens, like, um, there's, songs and stuff that people have put out that'll have a sample on it,
Mm-hmm.
and after the fact, the song's already been produced and mastered and released to the public. The, permission for the samples won't get, like, allowed or accepted, and so they'll pull the songs down, and then um, whoever the artist is, then they'll do like a remake or a remix of it without the sample, and that happens all the time.
It's a lot of legalities in music.
There's another one. Do you remember a website back in the day that had like true crime and you had to help investigate and like look at evidence and stuff to try to solve the case?
No.
I don't remember what it was called, but um, at the time everybody thought it was real. And one of the cases was about this girl named Purity Knight. I think that was her last name. And it was about this girl, like teenager, that was kidnapped and put in this box, like with a vent that went up and then buried alive.
Jesus.
And on the website, they had recordings of her talking to this little boy that came with a tape recorder, and she would read like stories to him, and then she would say like help me get out of here and stuff like that, and like then they tried to say that she died, and you were supposed to find out through the evidence who did it. Well, this was back early 2000, like late 90s, early 2000s, when the first Slipknot album came out.
Mm-hmm.
And there was two songs back to back. There's one that's like an intro, and then there's the song called Purity, and that's what it was about. It was about that case and that website and how everybody thought it was real and how horrified people were, especially the Corey Taylor, the singer from Slipknot. He said that it gave him nightmares, and that's why he wrote the song. And then that website sued Slipknot for the song because that was their property, the intellectual property. So Slipknot had to re-release their first album without those two songs on there. And then later it came out that the whole website was fake. Like it was all just make believe. And they did like a 10-year anniversary of their first album, and the song Purity was back on there.
Wait, but how can so they had a case? Hello?
What case?
I said so those people that website had a case then.
What? That
Because
they
you
were
said
using their
you said
IP?
they were using their IP, so then they had to they completely removed it. But I'm like, but that makes no sense to me because you're just making a song about how many songs are about something, based on something or someone.
Everyone?
Exactly. So why would they have a case about like, hey, you can't make a song about? That's like if okay, granted, I don't own the IP to fucking Juggernaut or anything like that, but that's
Right.
like when they all made these. Oh, here's a track for the Juggernaut bitch. I was like, hold on, no, because we created the Juggernaut bitch. Like, no, like that's like like a tribute or honor or fan service or whatever, or every song that makes no sense to me because every song is about something or someone.
Well, to their credit, one of the Slipknot songs, that the one that's like an intro to Purity, has a sample of the voice recording of that girl Purity. So that's where they took offense, and then also saying that the song Purity is about their intellectual property.
All right, well, I can understand if it has like the voice audio, yes, without
Yeah.
permission, you have a case there. Now, if it's their intellectual property, you're stating that at that time it was considered uh, nonfiction,
Yeah.
but then it came out to be fiction.
Yeah.
So even if it's nonfiction, you don't have no intellectual property over that, right?
Regardless, if you have it copyrighted to yourself or your company, that's your intellectual property.
That's fucked up. That's like if my life story was owned by someone else and it's like, all right, we own this.
That shit happens. Like, people that ghostwrite books and movies and stuff like that, they can own your livelihood.
Well, I'm about to I'm about to make an intellectual property copyright of my life before someone else decides to take it.
Good idea.
Fucking good. You know what? I put Tupac as a Jedi, and they give me better images of actually Tupac.
All
But I
right, show
put
me.
Humpty Hump, and
Show us.
hold on. Right here. This is. I mean, it's not much. They're showing some things, but you see Tupac though. You know.
Oh, yeah, it's totally Tupac.
I
I
don't know who
like
the
the
fuck this
bottom one with the
is.
lightsaber.
I don't know who the fuck this is. That ain't Tupac right there. That's 4 Pac.
That's
Big ass
APOC.
face. This one right here, yeah. This is an album cover right here. This is Tupac
That's
as a Jedi.
amazing. Can you download that and send it to me?
Let's see right here. What's this? Can this download? Bam, download it.
Sweet.
Download it. This one, he's trying to. Ooh, shit! What's wrong with your eyes? What is up with your eyes?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a little bit easier than fucking trying to get Humpty Hump. Jeez.
Oh my god.
That shit was
That's
hard.
amazing.
Oh, also I forgot. I forgot who brought this up to me. They said to look at the Cybergoon Discord, and here is you know, the AI couldn't make it, but someone did. Here's Humpty Hump Jedi.
Nice.
There it is. Now,
oh my god.
I know I look funny, but the force is strong with me.
That's what we're calling the episode.
There you go.
I'm changing it right now.
See, I told you we'll get something towards the show.
Humpty Hump.
Humpty Hump Jedi, man.
That's amazing. This shit writes itself.
Right? you get him, you get Tupac Jedi, and bam, you have the best fucking combo there is. Of course, Humpty's the master, Tupac's the apprentice. Oh my god, the Phantom Menace would have been the shit.
Exactly.
Then in the middle of it, he just starts fucking singing all around the galaxy the same song. We get some Dan Aykroyd to come in, some Chevy Chase to come in. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Get rid of Jar Jar Binks. We'll have a whole movie.
All around the world. That was my shit. Nothing but no. Nothing. Yeah. Not Nothing But Trouble. Nothing But Trouble is the one with or is it Nothing But Trouble?
It doesn't matter.
Nothing But Trouble. There it is. Yeah, that's the one with Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, John Candy, Demi Moore. Demi Moore still look good.
I miss John Candy.
I miss John Candy too. That's someone else who's gone who was taken from us way too young.
I was in like elementary school, I think, when he died. But nobody was surprised. Like, it came out that he died, and everybody's like, how did he die?" And he said, "Heart attack," and everybody just goes, "Oh."
Uh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's sad.
Which is sad because, like, he was a big guy, but, like, before he died, he had gotten even bigger. Like, if you watch his last movie, that Western, he was really
Mm.
big.
God bless John Candy. Indeed. All around. No, I got that in my head.
Best song ever.
I was gonna get. I was gonna get somewhere in there.
Oh, there was, a big thing that I wanted to talk about.
Let's go ahead. Bring it up. Yeah.
This came up the other day, from comicbook.com. Don't ever go to their website, though. It's just ads. It's terrible.
Damn, I haven't been. That used to be the spot back in the
It
day.
did, and then they just sold the fuck out. I can't even go to their website. It's terrible.
I'm gonna go there now. Fuck it.
You better have, like, 3 ad blockers. But they released some news, for people that know we like to play zombie games. We even had a previous episode about the best zombie games, but our favorite being Left 4 Dead series. And comicbook.com put out an article about Left 4 Dead 3 might be happening.
A comic book
And
movie or comicbook.com?
comicbook.com.
Okay.
And they're basing this off of some source code that they found in another Valve game, where it has like a file that was named L4D3. So
Ooh.
it's pretty loose. There's no like proper confirmation, but
Mhm.
they're saying it's a possibility.
Well, when you told me, I'm gonna tell you what I told you then.
No, it says Left 4 Dead 3.
Well, yeah, but there was a lot of times when there was like, oh, we see this right here. What could it mean? And nothing has happened. So when I see
Yeah.
it, I'll believe it. I would love to see it happen, but
The
I don't know,
best
man.
like teaser for that was that a fan had made a teaser trailer for Left 4 Dead 3, and
Hmm.
a lot of people thought it was real, me included. And it's amazing, like the computer graphics and stuff are amazing, and it really looks like a Left 4 Dead game. And then, like, immediately it came out, it was fake.
Bastards. Those assholes. Don't break. Don't get my hopes up. That would be something that would. Though again, if it does come out, if it does happen, you have a lot to live up to because World War Z and Back for Blood happened. Okay,
Yes.
so these two games already set another bar. So how will Left 4 Dead 3 set that bar even higher? You know?
It would have to be, like, insane, like, they'd have to have, like, um I totally just I'm thinking of this other game, where you're on Mars and, like, you can destroy everything. I can't
Uh,
think of the Gorilla
Ghost,
something.
a Red Faction.
Is it?
Yeah, like by the makers of Saints Row.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to have something like that where, like, it would be kind of like World War Z where the bodies, like, stay there
Mm-hmm.
and, like, pile up on each other and shit, and, like, they really have to make it better than everything that's available right now. I'm not saying that they can't because they made, like, the best zombie games ever made, but to compete with what's available now, it's gotta be, like, mind-blowing.
They 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 can make it. Valve is really good with making video games. It's just that there's been this big long gap, and there's been all this other like competitors
Yeah.
who are influenced by that game, and now you have two big ones when it comes to zombie co-op games. And you have
Mhm.
to really Now you gotta see your competition. Like, okay, they did this. How can we do something that'll make people be like, this is even better than that. Or
Yeah,
pull things from everything. I don't know. I'm game. I want it to happen. I mean, I hope they continue that and also give us a freaking Half Life. That's what I want.
they really don't make third games.
They don't. They don't believe in three. It's some curse. I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know. I don't know. You took
Look
me to
at
this.
look at the third Star Wars. That's the best one.
You
Return of the
talking about?
Jedi.
Oh, I thought you meant Revenge of the Sith.
No.
That one's good.
The third one that was made.
You took me to this. You took me back to this website, and now I'm seeing things like I just saw this right here. It's this fucking Transformers limited edition Steelbook 6 movie collection.
Oh shit.
Look at this.
Transformers Orgasm.
You know I'm gonna want this, even though I already have these motherfuckers. But Steelbook, it's a lot though. It's
That's
like
awesome.
$153.99.
Burly Fist says, can we do an AI lookup with LeBron James as a witch from Left 4 Dead?
LeBron James as
The
a witch.
visuals of that is fucking awesome.
Let's try it. LeBron James as a witch from Left.
What more do you want
Sorry.
from me?
Had to press that button.
Oh my god.
Spendall said I need to watch Transformers again. It's been a minute. You should.
I only like the first three.
You should. You definitely
Well,
should.
no, I take it back. I like the ones with Marky Mark too.
I like the second one with Marky Mark. That first one with Marky Mark was kind of hard to go through again. And when did I do the rewatch? I think I did it last year. Every day at night, I just rewatched one of the Transformer movies. And yeah, 1, 2 is even like, I know everybody like beats on 2. It is, kind of like what the fuck, but it's also
meh.
it's also very enjoyable in the end. I don't hate it. 3 is my favorite chorus, especially since I'm
Fuck yeah.
biased, Chicago, the fucking end of the world. Then 4 when Marky comes in, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just all over the place. I want it to end already. It doesn't end. And then the 5th one kind of like saves it. It's a little bit better, and it's doing. It goes back to like how the old formula was. Bumblebee is
I
great.
barely remember the third one. I mostly know the first one because I've seen that one a lot.
Oh yeah, the first one was like on repeat.
Yeah.
Repeat. You guys don't know. I'm gonna watch these again before I see the new movie.
Of course you will.
Hell yeah. Just like I'm gonna watch all the Mission Impossibles again before I see the new one.
Oh my god.
All the Fast and the Furious again before I see the new one.
That's too much.
It's all I love to do. Anyways, here's LeBron James as a witch. It's just LeBron James, so technically he is a witch.
Oh, there you go.
There
He's a
you
male
go.
witch.
Yep, he's a male
What's
witch.
a male witch called? Is that a no?
A warlock?
Is it a warlock?
I don't know. You're
Google
a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard. LeBron James is just a witch. The AI has spoken. Broly Fist is a warlock. The console has spoken.
I think it is like Google's not helping it whatsoever.
That's a warlock. Okay, we're gonna go to warlock.
There it is. Thank you, Wikipedia. It is warlock. Because I remember that movie, Warlock. I've only seen the first one, but there's multiple versions.
That was a horror movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad, but I definitely didn't want to watch it again. Like, that's a staying power with me, is if a movie is a good movie, is its ability to be rewatched. Like
Right.
we were talking earlier about Gridlocked. Like, I can watch that movie over and over.
Mm-hmm.
But Warlock is not one of those movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Transformers 2 is not one of those movies.
Only if I watch in the series.
Yeah.
That's not one I'll go like, oh, I gotta see the second one for sure. I could go and just watch the third one for sure.
Oh yeah, totally.
I could just jump into the third one, but I'd rather watch it in the series. So yeah, it's like watching a whole season of something. It's like, okay, I gotta watch the first one. Gotta watch this fucking filler episode, and or
I can't do that. Like when I rewatched Breaking Bad, I skipped a few episodes because they have like absolutely no bearing on the story whatsoever. They're just filler episodes.
That's the
Like the one with the fly.
Oh,
If you
that
don't
was
watch
funny.
that episode, like you don't miss anything.
But it was funny though. All about that fly. I could relate, man. You ever had a fly just fucking with you?
The point of the episode is he was the fly. He shouldn't be there. That was his point.
That was the metaphor right there, y'all.
And the fact that he was there was fucking things up for his family. How did we get talking about that?
Sometimes I don't know what happens in this fucking podcast. I'll be honest.
There is some more good news though. Another article from comicbook.com. Machete in space might actually be happening.
Fuck Left 4 Dead 3. Give me Machete in space. What are we waiting for?
Like apparently, what is his name?
Robert Rodriguez?
No, the actor.
Danny Trejo?
Danny Trejo. Like he really wants it to happen, and Robert Rodriguez says like he's ready to do it.
That's the cool thing with Robert Rodriguez is always down for everything.
Yeah.
Now, make it happen, but also Robert Rodriguez, please talk to your boy Jim Cameron and give us Alita 2.
Thank you.
Make that happen.
That was like, I swear that was greenlit like a year ago.
Oh man, I remember something about like, oh, it's gonna happen now as a TV show or something. Sorry. And that's when the devil just laughed. He was like, you think it's gonna be a TV show.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
It says Alita. Okay, I found one thing right here on digitalspy.com. Alita Battle Angel 2 potential release date, cast, and everything you need to know. Blah 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 blah. Has a huge fan base. Blah blah. Doesn't mean blah blah blah. Of course, blah blah blah. They always like bullshit until they tell you the.
I know, it's awful.
Says maybe it doesn't fit into the Disneyfication, but I have no clue. Maybe they're working on something I wouldn't be the first person to hear. But meanwhile, I haven't heard anything. That's Christoph Waltz talking about it. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. They're still not answering anything. It's just milking and telling you the whole fucking story of the movie. Oh, wait, right. Well, we obviously have a plan for that, he told us, but it's cheeky to set up a sequel before you're proven. That can't blow back in your face. We think of something like Warcraft that was clearly set up and intended to do the sequel, and then it becomes mockable because the film doesn't succeed. But I don't worry about stuff like that. And the film fails, there's no punishment, blah, blah, blah. Still not answering any question. Blah, blah. This doesn't answer anything.
No, it doesn't.
It didn't answer a damn thing.
There's so many articles like that nowadays that doesn't give you any more information than the subject of the article.
Just pure clickbait.
Exactly.
Pure clickbait, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Haha, Braver Soul in the building here, and he mentions Machete X versus Jason X.
I'd be all over that.
What are we doing? This is stuff that should be happening.
It should.
I miss the times when Hollywood was just like super like fan fiction service. You have Freddy versus Jason and Alien versus Predator, and it was like that shit was fun.
There was a huge lawsuit in the world of Friday the 13th against the original director of the first one and the original writer of the first one about who owns, again, intellectual property. So it got in the way of doing sequels for almost like 20 years. Like, that's why like the last Jason movies are not called Friday the 13th. They're called like, Jason Goes to Hell or Jason X or Freddy versus Jason. because they didn't have the rights to the name anymore. But now I think the guy that wrote Friday the 13th he was declared like the one that owns the intellectual property, and he's ready to do sequels or remakes.
Well, they did a remake before, didn't they?
Yeah. I
That
like
was
it.
like,
I can see why people shit on it because it's like a CW movie. It even has like actors and stuff that are on the CW, but I like it because it does the first 3 movies all in one movie, and you're good after that. You don't have to watch like 10 movies in a row,
mm, one and done.
except for Jason X. That deserves its own
Yeah,
private viewing
I
because it's so
remember
great.
watching that, and I wasn't even a big Jason fan. And I remember watching that. I was like, "This is dope."
Yeah,
I know
I
it's
saw I saw that one in theater. I was like, I have to see this. That's amazing. It's
motherfucker wasn't
total
there.
cheese. It hasn't aged well at all, but it's still fucking fantastic.
Cheese is dope though.
It's like Canadian cheese. Like if you watch Goosebumps or something.
Like the show.
Yeah, the show.
Do you remember Erie, Indiana?
I remember the name.
Oh man, that was my show.
I don't remember what it was about or anything.
It was about this kid that lived in Erie, Indiana,
Okay.
and there was weird shit happening there. And he befriends a kid who lives there, and then both of them would like try to figure out these mysteries and deal with all this eerie shit. And it was basically like X-Files for kids, I guess.
Was it on the Sci-Fi Channel?
Was it? I think I remember it on like Fox. On Fox. We're gonna look it up here. Erie, Indiana, American television series. Originally aired on NBC from September 15, 1991 to December 9, 1993. Yeah. It was on syndication on the Disney Channel and also on Fox Kids.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I know it was Fox Kids.
Yeah. Then they had a spinoff that only lasted one season. Yeah, Erie, Indiana was dope. And they had that kid. The kid in Erie, Indiana, I think it was the kid from fucking Hocus Pocus.
Which one? The
Uh,
girl
no.
from Ghost World.
The kid, the boy, the virgin that lit the candle. Let me see. Yeah, he was in Hocus Pocus. He was the kid in Hocus Pocus. The one that lit the candle.
I don't remember that.
The older brother. Hocus Pocus. I'm just gonna keep repeating it until you remember. Come on.
You know how
Hocus
long
Pocus,
it's been since I've seen that movie?
Hocus Pocus. The second one, people were kind of like trashing the second one. The second one wasn't that bad. It was good.
People were mad at the second one for not bringing back like so many people from the original. Like even the actors from the original are mad that they're not in the sequel.
Oh man, because me, I'm gonna go with the lore that they grew up and they moved away from that bullshit ass town.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Shit
fuck it.
happened. They're
Yeah,
not
we don't need
like
that.
the kids in It. They all
Yeah,
grew up and moved away except for one of them.
yeah, they don't need to deal with that shit. And if they find out that that the fucking witches came back, they'll be like, that's not my problem now.
Yeah.
I'm over here in the big city. Fuck them kids. You're older, then you start understanding the witches. Like, you know what? Yeah, fuck them kids.
Exactly.
I don't need to deal with this shit. You deal with this shit. you can get your own damn witches back.
You turn into D-Block all of a sudden.
You got to. Well, I can't. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get canceled. Yo, it's funny because
I know where you're going with this.
Because in one of my videos, I clipped a session from the fan chamber, and I was joking about this one character. He was just walking and he was getting shot at, but he was just walking like nothing, like. And then I said like, I wish a motherfucker would,
Yeah.
But you hear me stop it and say, I wish a motherfucker, because I was gonna say the other thing, and I think
Yeah.
and then there's a comment on my TikTok that says the guy put, I wish I wish, and then he put the eyes like, oh, like he knew I was about to say it, but then I stopped myself from saying it because other people don't know me, so,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's sad. Let's go back to our conversation about what we talked
Yes.
about in that theme, but it is what it is. What can I say? It's Chi-Town talk.
Yes.
But I wish a motherfucker would. I think I covered everything I needed to cover, right? Right.
Did you hear that Guillermo del Toro is making a Frankenstein movie with Andrew Garfield?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it better be good because it's gonna be good. Look, I got this thing. Like his Pinocchio movie was good. Yeah, sure, it was good. Was it like amazing like everybody said it was? I guess. Like visually, yes. But I'm gonna be honest. I was a little bit bored in the middle of it.
Uh-huh.
The music sucked, in my opinion. Like the music sucked. Okay, I don't want to hear anybody say it. The music sucked. All right, and that's it. The story was great. Like it was like it got real. It got serious at some points. Like this Pinocchio character kept like fucking dying, and it was dealing with World War II, Nazis, and all this shit. It was
Oh
like
shit.
it's real. Like the story is real. It looks beautiful, especially when it comes to like the angels and stuff like that. Like everything looked beautiful, but the music killed it for me. And then it was just like sometimes it was just like it's the music that killed it for me. Maybe if the music wasn't there, and I'm a guy who loves music, but the
Yeah.
music just sucked. So it wasn't like fantastic. So it won an Oscar, and good for it. But I felt like Puss in Boots is a way fucking better movie. Like that movie was amazing, and people were like hyping it up like crazy, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'm just in it because it's Puss in Boots, and I really liked the first one. But
Exactly.
when you see the sequel, it really did go to, as a wise man said from Mad TV, King of Micah Kill, it went to how nada, and it touches on the topic of like immortality and death and the symbolism. It's really really good, and I highly recommend seeing Puss in Boots, the final wish or one last wish or whatever the fuck it's called.
I haven't seen the first one, so I'd have to watch that one before I watch the new one.
Yeah, you could. I always say watch the first one. You'll see a big change though in animation.
I
Big
bet.
change. Yeah, that's
It's
a
like a
long
big
ass.
age gap.
Yeah, that's a long ass window.
Like I've seen behind the scenes of how they made the new Pinocchio with Guillermo del Toro,
Mhm.
and like it looks cool and stuff, but like what we were saying on Twitter, like it's really hard for me to get into like stop and go animation. Um, like I love the original Clash of the Titans, but the stop and go animation just kind of ruins it for me. Like it just takes you out of it, even though it's very well choreographed and everything. Yeah, like Wallace and Gromit. Like I love Wallace and Gromit, but it's hard to watch because of the style. And so that's probably why I won't watch the new Pinocchio. But um, opposed to that, I really hope he does a good version of Frankenstein. Like I hope he actually reads the book and follows it.
Oh, he's not
'Cause
gonna he's not gonna fuck up because this guy is a big fan of everything he does. So he puts 110%, 200% in his stuff. This Pinocchio is like the best. I would say is one of the best iterations of Pinocchio
wow.
for sure. I
But see, with
just
like when you like talk about those kind of what people now call universal monsters,
mhm.
it's because of those old Universal movies, and most of those movies don't follow the subject material.
Mhm.
They like the look, the story, like they changed everything. Granted, if you like them or not, um, that's always been like a downside for me because I love Frankenstein the book and other stuff like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and things like that. That's
Yeah.
why I liked um what is that gentleman movie with Sean Connery? Extraordinary Gentleman?
The League of Extraordinary
The
Gentlemen.
League of Yeah, I like that movie even cuz it took stuff from all those books and put them in one. It was really fun.
It was crazy because Rocio said that she was like, "Yeah, I really like that one movie with this guy and there's all these people." And I was and after a while, I was like, "You mean the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?" She's like, "Yeah, I really like that movie. We used to watch it all the time." I was like, "What? No way! I'm getting that movie right now. Let's watch it." She's like, "Let's watch it." I'm like, "Cool," because you don't meet a lot of people who are actually down with that movie. Like,
That
yeah,
movie gets shit on so much and I love it. It's a
it's
great movie and I love everything that Sean Connery does in that movie especially. And another thing that I love about it is it's an Alan Moore story. It's an Alan Moore comic book.
that Alan Moore didn't like.
Of course, because Alan
Motherfucker
Moore
don't like
hates everything, and
that
he's a
motherfucker. Hate.
wizard.
He's a warlock. No bullshit.
Yeah, he's a warlock.
Yeah, stop playing. Leave that motherfucker. Captain Nemo was the shit in that movie.
He was.
That motherfucker. That's the image I have in my head when they came and he was getting down and he was just fucking them all up, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
damn.
Wasn't the FBI kid? Wasn't that Tom Sawyer?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was badass.
it was a good movie. It's sad that that's what made this guy retire. It's sad, but for a movie for what it is, it was fucking dope. It looked great. It had some great action.
Yeah,
I think
great
the
action. The whole
doc.
scene in Venice, where
Mm-hmm.
Venice is exploding and they're driving in that car. That's
That dope
fucking
ass car.
awesome.
You know.
It's like a V28 cylinder,
And then
like the Batmobile.
the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde was like really, really
Oh my
well
god,
done.
I love that actor too.
Yeah, he's dope.
He does a lot of what was the guy that did Snatch and a lot of
Guy
people
Ritchie.
talking. Yeah, he does a lot of Guy Ritchie movies. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things with the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde character. He looked so awesome.
He looked dope. Like,
Yeah,
that was not that was they didn't seem CGI. It just seemed like him in a big ass suit.
it was him in a big ass suit.
Yeah, just fucking shit up.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
it's awesome. I wish people would. There's so many movies like that that people shit on. I'm like, did you even watch it? It's fucking great.
That's what they do. That's what people do. What can you do about it?
The Nightmare on Elm Street remake with Rorschach from Watchmen. I love it. He was fucking intimidating. There's a couple of spots where it actually jump scared me,
Mm-hmm.
and I just thought he was great. He didn't have the humor, but I liked the more serious take of it, and he did a great job.
He didn't say bitch.
He didn't say bitch after everything.
Oh, man, come on. My Freddy. Look, I didn't grow up watching Freddy Krueger, but my Freddy says bitch. Come on,
The
bitch.
the best Nightmare on Elm Street is the third one, Dream Warriors, with
That's what I hear.
Patricia Arquette.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, that's the best. You can totally skip the second one. Just watch one and three, and you're
Well, look,
good.
I think that's something that I'm gonna change this year and actually try to watch these movies I never did. So I have all the Friday the 13th now.
Nice.
You know what? Actually, on I think St. Patrick's Day on Voodoo, they sold the entire Leprechaun series for like $10.
Oh wow.
So I got
My
all that
favorite
bullshit.
is that Leprechaun in the Hood.
Not in
That
space.
shit's hilarious.
I don't know. I know he went to space, but I didn't watch any of that.
I didn't see the ones where he goes to space, but he did 2 in the Hood movies.
Because Leprechaun is from the hood.
Exactly. And all he does
Um,
is smoke weed.
as you should. And I want to get my hands on all the nightmares so I can watch those finally. Because as a kid, I was just scared by this shit. And I have all the Chuckies myself on Blu-ray. I got
Nice.
that immediately when it was on sale. But
I
that's
love it.
something I already watched. So those other things Freddy, Jason, I recently when the last Halloween, I watched the first Halloween and then the new ones after, as they're
Right.
supposed to be chronological. I'd never seen like all the other Halloween movies, and
They're cool. There's some cool stuff in there, like the ones that are like number 4 through 6 or 7. It's about his niece, and Michael Myers is a part of some cult, and that's why he can't die. Something like that. And I thought it was a cool idea, but apparently a lot of the fans hated it, and so they tried to erase that whole storyline. So then
Mhm.
they came out with Halloween H2O, and then the one after that with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Buster beat his ass.
That was awesome.
When Buster roundhouse kicked Michael Myers, I was like, hell yeah.
That movie is really dumb, but that scene is amazing.
Hell yeah, it is.
Even as like a bad movie, it's still rewatchable. I'd
Yeah.
watch it again.
See, those I've seen though when I remember H2 I watched because it was a double feature with Blade,
Nice.
and then that was like in a drive-in, which I miss drive-ins. And
I don't.
then I watched the other ones. That was pretty cool because that was around the time that I was already like grown and whatnot and shit like that. So, but I never went back and watched the old school ones. But yeah, this is kind of like a thing, Like I'm at the age where I want to try like to watch stuff I missed out. People say like, "Oh, you watched everything." It's like, yeah, it's true, but there's a lot I haven't watched too.
Yeah,
You know,
me too.
there's a lot I haven't watched. There's a lot of stuff that I want to get into. Broly Fist here mentioning one. I never watched The Room, so then I decided like, okay, guys, I'm gonna finally watch this fucking movie. I watch it, and then I realized like yes, it's very really bad, but it's to the point that it's like really bad that I don't like it. I won't go back to it, but I see why it has the theme. Broly Fist saying that he didn't think The Room was that bad, but I think it was that bad. It bothered me a lot, but I see why people are like fucking like putting it on the top pedestal. But then the people putting that on a pedestal when there's like other really bad movies that are really good and they did shit on them like crazy. I'm like, what? Like something's not right here, guys.
You know what's really funny about that is I was like an Advent Adult Swim watcher for a long time,
I
and
heard that's where a lot of people watched the movie the
yeah,
first time.
one night it didn't show like on the channel guide and stuff like that. It didn't say that they were going to do it. It still had like the regular shows that they normally watch. But if you were actually watching the channel, they played The Room in its entirety. Like I think they beeped out some stuff, but that's about it. And I was like,
Did they edit the sex scenes?
I think they did. I think they just cut him out.
That
But
movie was low. Like that movie, that was my argument. That this movie was just basically trying to be a porno without being
yeah,
a porno. Like he should have just made a porno at that point.
but I was so fucking confused because before that I think I had heard that there's this awful movie called The Room, and that's about it. And so like I would change them. I was like, maybe I'm on the wrong channel or something. Come back and it's still The Room. So I sat there and watched the whole thing. And so when they came out with the Disaster Artist, like you have to have seen The Room for the Disaster Artist to be like even funnier than it is, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a really bad movie.
And then I just saw some trailer today that he has another movie coming out.
He's been
Apparently,
saying
like
that for years.
some shark, something about a
Yeah,
shark.
they've been working on that for years, and they keep putting off the release date and stuff. So I don't know when the hell it's actually going to come out.
Look, if you really want to make an impact, Tommy Wiseau, fuck all that. You have this look and image that looks like John Wick. Make your own kind of John Wick. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where like you're a hitman and you're out there it's like, oh hi, and then you shooting motherfuckers and killing them. I want to see you get down with some fighting. I want to see you pull off fighting scenes because that to me would be hilarious because I could just picture it right now. It's gonna be very bad, and I'm gonna love it. All right, that's what.
Have you seen his audition to play the Joker?
Yes, you see that.
That's fucking great.
I would have wanted Tommy Wiseau as the Joker. I was like, hell yeah, make that shit happen. What are we doing?
They should replace the young kid that's the Joker and the Batman, and
Mm-hmm.
replace him with Tommy Wiseau.
Boom, right there. right there, done. We just did Batman 2,
Yes.
the Batman 2, Electric Boogaloo. I think that would be great because at this point he already knows what his market is. He's like bad stuff. Okay, so then capitalize on something like what he just did. What I just saw was not the trailer didn't show much. It was like these guys in a boxing ring, and then all of a sudden at the end, a fucking shark, killing people, and I'm like, what the hell?
Hell yeah.
I want to see you capitalize on like the action craze right now or something. Come out and be Tom Wick. Yeah, Danny, be Tom Wick.
That just made me think of my super ex-girlfriend where she throws the shark in his apartment.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that was a good one. That was a good one. I wanna touch upon Braver Soul. He said watch the Ringu films. I've seen first one, I think.
I haven't seen any of the Japanese.
Yeah, the original, because I remember when the Ring came
Yeah.
out, and then it was like, oh, this is a remake of Ringu, and I'm like,
Ringu.
okay, well, I want to see Ringu. Just the same thing with what's the
Grudge.
other movie? The Grudge. Yeah,
Did you
Ju-on?
know? Did you
I
know
watched
that
that.
there is a sequel? What is it called? Where two movies like combine crossover. There's a crossover in Japan only of the little boy from The Grudge and the little girl from Ringu together in one movie.
That sounds epic.
I don't think they'll ever do it here.
Oh no. I think they're
Because
probably like owned by
the
two
Ring
different.
and The Grudge didn't go that far that the Japanese version said, but it would be fucking awesome if they did.
It probably also because they're owned by. If it's like two different production companies that own each title, then yeah, they're not gonna do a crossover. Definitely not.
Yeah, that's why it took so long for Freddy vs. Jason to come out, because New Line Cinema had to buy the rights to both. Well, they already had Nightmare on Elm Street, so they had to get Friday the 13th.
Which is just like you said, it was always dealing with some shit.
Always some bullshit.
I think even the game got like affected by it. You can still play
Yeah.
the game, but I don't think you're able to buy it. Or no, you're still able to buy it, but they're not able to update it. Something like that.
I don't think they can do like any updates or anything for it.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I bought it and I only played it once, and I suck so bad at it. This guy even messaged me on Xbox and was like, "You're terrible," and I never played it again.
Wow. Nice going, dude. Like he took the moment. I was like, yeah, I gotta tell this person they're bad.
I was like, it was literally my first time playing. I didn't know what I was doing, and they ruined it for me that bad. But I still want to play it again, like with people that I know.
I remember the last time I played it. I remember it was literally on the Friday the 13th, and I think
Nice.
I streamed it, and I was high. Yep, I think I was high, or was I not high, or was she high,
Or was I? No, it wasn't.
or
Or
am
am
or am I here, or am I not? Is this a podcast?
That's my favorite thing from that pop star movie.
Oh yeah, now I get it. No, I didn't.
Was it me?
Or,
no, I wasn't.
was
Or
it?
did I?
Or was it his eyes? But no, it wasn't. Or did I? My favorite thing, and once again, I can't say anything because I can't say the word. But when she's like explaining the freaking fridge that'll play music when it opens,
Yes.
and I can't say it, but let's see if I can play it on the YouTube. On the
There you
YouTube. YouTube. Oh, don't look up YouTube on YouTube. Pop star fridge scene. There's 2 edits of this shit.
Of course.
Let's see. You probably can't hear this thing. We playing.
I heard something. There it goes. I can't hear it.
Unless you see it.
Oh, there we go. still can't hear it.
On your computer?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right. It doesn't play out over here. So everybody's just looking at nothing. Why is it
Yeah,
not
just
playing
seeing
out?
something and like no audio.
What the fuck is going on? Okay,
If
what about nope, that doesn't do it. It's because I put only headphones in. Why is how can I get it to capture everything? Default? Talk. Ah, nothing. Forget it. Anyways, just look up the fucking. Just look up this damn scene on YouTube and you'll see
yes,
when he's like, she replies back to the dude and said the N word and it's hilarious, you know. So that's it. That's it.
another fun fact I saw on the internet is Dwayne The Rock Johnson's longtime producer confirms all his movies are connected.
What? So him and Fast and Furious is connected to Black Adam
And Scorpion King,
and the Scorpion King.
apparently.
You know what? It's just and then we're gonna this is segueing back to that conversation about Shazam and The Rock and you start noticing now that he does just take other, you know, projects and then try to make it his own.
Yeah.
I noticed it. First it was The Mummy. He did
Yep.
the Scorpion King. Then it was Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Yep.
Did the two, and then
And that was originally
Brendan
Brendan Fraser. Yeah.
both of those. Then there was this one. This one is like really the one that you start noticing when he was in Fast and the Furious, and then he wasn't happy with it. So then he was like, "Well, fuck you, I'm gonna make a spinoff," and he did, and it was good, and it was supposed to keep going, and then he never went back to it. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they left it like there was going to be another one of those. And I wish there were. I really like that movie.
But that's it, just open ended, and I don't even know if it's really tied into the Fast and Furious world at this point, you know. And now the when he did Black Adam, and he's trying to like make the whole like fucking DCU just rotate around him.
Yep.
So yeah, I love The Rock, but he's starting to see this. I'm starting to see this pattern where it is like calm down, dude. Like keep making movies with Kevin Hart, and we'll be good.
Oh, that was another screenshot I have that we just segue into is apparently The Rock and Kevin Hart are done working together.
Well, I guess Kevin Hart got tired of his shit too.
Yeah, so apparently he's really pissing people off.
And this is when it all goes back to us wrestling fans. Just come back to wrestling, fight Roman Reigns,
Yeah.
and give us a show. That's it.
But in good news, everybody is down about Henry Cavill getting fired as Superman and all that stuff. But apparently he's in the running to be the next James Bond.
I fuck with that.
Hell yeah.
I fuck with that. Anything
Like the pictures and stuff I've seen of the Man from U.N.C.L.E., he really looks like James Bond.
I never got to see that movie, but I do remember
I
him in the
neither.
Mission Impossible movie, and he was fucking dope in that movie.
I saw that like behind the scenes interview where the director was talking about that scene where he like pops his arms.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a take where he didn't do it. Like he said he did it just to kind of stretch and like get the blood circulating to his arms.
Mm-hmm.
And one take he didn't do it, and they're like, "You didn't do the thing." He's like, "Oh, you like that?" They're like, "Yeah, do it again." So that was something that he improvised that made it in the movie.
And it's the most iconic part of the whole movie.
It's amazing. Like, and it looks like he grows a beard like right after. It's crazy.
Yeah. He kicked ass in that movie. He was really good. That's
But
one of those
him
things.
as James Bond, I'm all for it.
Him or Idris Elba. A lot of people wanted Idris Elba as well.
But apparently, the Driss doesn't want to do it anymore. He like took himself out of the running.
Who?
Idris Elba.
Oh, the Driss. Okay, got
His
it.
DJ name's the Driss.
The Driss. You
For
got it.
people that don't know.
He's good. He has Luther. Lupin.
Luther is fucking
Luther or
great.
Lupin?
For anybody
Luther.
that hasn't seen Luther or read the book or watched the movie, please do. It's like Idris Elba's best work.
I seen someone point out, it's like, look at this motherfucker over here looking like Batman. Because in the new movie, you can you're like, look, he's getting his coat like it's the bat suit. He puts it on, like, look at him just standing over London like he's fucking Batman standing over Gotham City. And I was like,
Exactly.
You're right.
My favorite storyline from Luther is that the two brothers that are like interacting with the world like a game. So they give themselves points and stuff for like killing or hurting people. And they're just like running loose around London, and Luther has to like try to find a way to stop them. It's really cool.
Oh, that's pretty dope. Maybe I should check this out. I never did check it out.
It's really good. And it's not, I don't know if it is anymore. I know it was on Netflix.
Well, they dropped a new movie.
Yeah, the new movie, but
Yeah.
like you have to watch the show first. Or the movie won't make sense.
Well, I've been over here trying to get an AI of freaking Machete versus Jason Voorhees, and I haven't got anything. At first, I got like Jason Voorhees with just machetes, that's his weapon. And then I put like Jason Voorhees versus Danny Trejo, and I'm just getting Danny Trejo in the fucking UFC fighting.
Nice.
This picture down here looks like it's Danny Trejo. No, okay, like,
What the
damn,
fuck?
this is fucked up. But from far, like small, this look like this one right here in the corner where my cursor is at. Looks like Danny Trejo about to fight Jared Martinez, because that kind of
It
looks like Jared
does.
Martinez.
I was just thinking that.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think you got a chance, Jared Martinez. I don't know if you're still here watching, but I don't
Does
think you got a
Jared have
chance.
tattoos like that?
No, I don't think so. not that I noticed. But I think Danny Trejo has a shot in the UFC because he looks like he's beating ass here.
He used to be a bodybuilder. I think after he got out of prison. Something like that.
I'm not gonna fuck with him. He's been in prison.
I wouldn't fuck with him at all.
Just give me your tacos, boy. We cool.
I so wish I still lived in LA so that I could eat his tacos and donuts.
I think that came here once. I don't know if it's still here. What's this thing called? Trejo tacos.
Trejo's tacos and Trejo's donuts.
Trejo's tacos.
He's just like everybody's Dio.
Let's see. Trejo's tacos, established 2016. Location.
He has like multiple locations in LA, and then he does that traveling restaurant.
Yeah, I don't think he has a location here anymore. But I think at one point there was like maybe like a pop up of it or some shit.
Yeah, pop up.
Yeah. So. Come on, man, expand, Trejo. That's what I want to say. All right, I think we reached our limit. We can go on and on. It's already been like at least 2 hours. I am happy. I love give yourselves a round of applause, people. You all came here. Y'all came here. Y'all had a good time. I love. We saw all these people: Spendog, Broly, Braver, Danny, King Diabetes, baby, everybody. You guys, fantastic. We love to see you in the machine room. We love you here, being part of the conversation, continuing the conversation. We only had like 3 topics or 4. Really, I had like 2. She had 2, and then this thing went everywhere to the point that we saw Humpty Hump as a Jedi.
Yes.
So,
I do have one more that I just think is funny.
What is that?
Like this whole James Gunn fiasco. And originally, when James Gunn announced his version of the DCU, he had said that he had wanted to bring Ben Affleck in just as a director. And he kept bragging about it. Well, apparently, Ben Affleck stated that he wants like nothing to do with James Gunn. He
Nah,
said like he's a nice guy, but I'm not gonna work with him.
he. I mean, he put it in the way where it's like he doesn't see that guy, like he can't work in that guy's vision, like it
Yeah,
won't fit or whatever. But yeah, I get
which
it.
is it's great because like I think having him come in just as a director is like a really slap in the face to Ben Affleck as Batman. But I just think it's really funny that he's like, no, fuck that.
Nah, I'm good. I
Yeah.
think he wanted to do what he wanted to do was like I want to direct my Batman movie, you know?
And like, if you've read anything about his version of Batman, which everybody now just calls Ben Affleck's Batman,
Mm-hmm.
was going to be fucking amazing. And they were going to bring in
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. And that's why he was at the end of Justice League. And
Yep.
it was going to be phenomenal.
Yep. Ooh, Halle Berry poses naked for shower selfies that cause a stir.
Hello.
Hello. Where's this?
Is that like an OnlyFans thing?
Nothing. She's naked, but she's covering herself, and the phone's mostly covering them. Come on, Halle Berry.
But Halle Berry in movie 43, she's fucking hilarious.
That movie is fucking crazy. How that stuff happened? How that movie and some other movie happened? I don't even know.
What's funny is like, you know, all this PC culture and stuff is that movie still plays on TV and nobody says anything about it. And it's so fucking great because it's wrong for all the right reasons.
And there's a movie that Jamie Foxx did with a whole bunch of other people that he's afraid to release because of PC culture, and I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Exactly.
We should watch movie 43 here on the stream because it's fucking great. I love the black basketball players, and they're all down thinking they're gonna lose, and the coach is like, "You're black, you're gonna win."
Yeah.
How big is your dick? He's like, "I don't know, a foot and a half."
What more do you want from me?
I'm sorry, man. Every time I press a number, that's all right, guys. I really have to bounce out of here. This is Machine Room Podcast. I love that you guys came around. Please put the seats back in their position that you found them in. Clean up after yourself because we want to make sure that we don't get kicked out of the machine room. And we hope that you join us again next time, as I'm sure we got more things to talk about and we'll create more stuff.
There's
like Humpty,
always
Humpty,
more
Jedi.
DC drama, so I'm sure that between now and next week there will be some more DC bullshit.
And if we both get to see John Wick 4, we can do a non-spoiler kind of conversation or whatever about it.
We've done it before, like other episodes where we're like, we're gonna spoil the shit out of this. You probably don't want to listen.
I mean, spoiler alert, John Wick goes around and kills a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Headshot,
groin shot, headshot. I think you should go for the groin and the head. That's it.
I want to see like his martial art scenes.
I actually been not interested, but I actually had I want to see Man of Tai Chi again. I keep saying that every day, but I haven't seen it yet. So maybe
you owe me a life.
Yeah. I always want to watch him just screaming at the screen, just like staring at the screen and then go, ah! That was my favorite part of that whole movie. I was like, the fuck was that?
It's so random, but it fits for some reason. You just like, okay, that just happened. We're just gonna keep going.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the fucking machine room. We will catch you next time, and I hope everybody gets to go and see John Wick 4. And I don't know, do whatever you're gonna do this weekend. I know new games coming out, Resident Evil 4. Go ahead, play that all you want. Do whatever you're gonna do. Just have a good weekend. Have a good week, and hope to see you next time. I'm Nostradamus. That's Hammer of Venus.
Word.
Naz and Rachel, everyone. Till next time. Love, peace, chicken grease.
Amen. Roll the fucking credits.
Credits rolling.
Oh, it's big. It's coming at me.
Can I That bring back Shock G from the dead, and he could do our outro.
Exactly.
All around the world, same song.